Hello, everyone. It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Field Trip Friday, so please join us for a special international trip. For this international field trip, not only will you need your field trip permission slip, you will also need your passports. Because for this Field Trip Friday, you'll be heading with us to the Dominican Republic. Minnie Jenny and Minnie Bo are awaiting you guys over at the airport. They have on their traveling gear and are ready to go for international field trip. Not only that, they also have their suitcases. After a quick trip on the ferry boat over to the island, the dolls get to enjoy some sun and fun. Here we are arriving at our cruise ship port in the Dominican Republic. Did you know that the Dominican Republic occupies eastern two-thirds of Hispaniola, the second largest island of the Greater Antilles chain of the Caribbean Sea? Hispaniola was the first area in the New World to receive the full imprint of Spanish colonial policy. The oldest cathedral, monastery, and hospital in the Americas was established on the island, and first university was chartered in Santo Domingo in 1538. While we make our way down the pier, let's discuss the Dominican Republic flag. The flag was adopted on November 6, 1844. The blue and red came from Haiti, and the white cross is a symbol of faith. Centered in the middle of the coat of arms, it stands for national and state use only. The Bible has a gold cross, and above the arms are three words: Ros Patria Latid. They mean God, country, and freedom. And here we are arriving at Port de Plata, the cruise ship port in the Dominican Republic. Welcome to Taino Bay. The Taino society thrived across the Caribbean islands, including present day Dominican Republic and Haiti. They were skilled farmers cultivating crops like yucca, corn, sweet potatoes, and beans using sophisticated agricultural systems called canoco. These mounds of earth prevented erosion and provided better drainage, showcasing their deep understanding of their land. Taino society was organized into chiefdoms, each ruled by a chief. These caciques held political and spiritual authority, with their power often passed down through matrial lines, like through their mothers. Here you can see we are walking through Taino's Bay's shopping district, where you can find a lot of the cultural pieces that you can use for like souvenirs. They have a duty free store where you can get things that are a lot cheaper than if you were to buy them from the actual resorts or on the boats. There's a lot of different things for a lot of different people. You can find anything here. And now back to the Taino people. The Taino were deeply spiritual people, believing in a pantheon of gods, or zimis. These zimis were represented by idols made of stone, wood, or cotton, and they were believed to possess powers that can influence daily life. The Taino also practiced rituals and ceremonies, often involving music, dance, and the consumption of a hallucinogenic plant called cohoba to communicate with the spirit world. These rituals were often held in ceremonial plazas, signifying their importance to the community. Although many Taino religious practices were suppressed by the Spanish colonizers, subtle influence can be found in elements of Dominican folklore and tradition. Here are some more shops that can be used to purchase souvenirs for people back home that have very influential pieces from the Taino community. I know this seems like an extremely long walk, but I promise you, when we get to the end, you will see why this all was worth the wait. Okay, yeah, I don't know what this is about. It creeped me out a bit, so we're just gonna move on. If you ever find yourself in Taino Bay in need of a good snack, the Blue Parrot is where to go for all things. I mean, the tacos there were delicious. I should have put a video in of me eating tacos, right? Oh well, maybe next time. Now pay close attention so I can show you how to get to the most magnificent spot to take photos with your Barbies. Watch closely. This is just outside of Taino Bay at the Puerto Playa cruise dock in Dominican Republic. Once you come through all of that maze of shops and the areas for eating, you're going to come out to the main street. Now, they do have police available to direct traffic, and they will start the traffic for you. And it's very safe, very calm, and oh my gosh, such a beautiful landscape. Look at this. Now, after you cross the street, exiting out of Puerto Playa and Taino Bay, you're going to make a left. Look for the blue walls and the white walls on the side on your right hand side, and keep walking to the corner of that street. There you will see the ruins of an old building in Puerto Playa in the Dominican Republic. Remember this picture because this is how you get to where we're trying to go. Whenever you do, remember that old rundown building. It is a point of reference to get to where we need to go. Okay, I know this seems like a long walk, but it literally only took us 8 minutes to walk it, and we stopped several times to look at things. So feel free to, you know what, I'm gonna do it for you. Let's just speed things up a bit. All you have to do is keep straight. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Swim. No, wait, that's a different movie. That's Finding Nemo. Anyway, just keep straight down the street. Don't turn. Not yet, anyway. Oh, hola, perro, which is hello, dog in Spanish. Anyway, don't get distracted by this next turn here to your right. This is Umbrella Street, but this is not why we're here. Feel free to take a look around, but this is not why we're here. Remember that. Okay. Now, once you get to the end of Umbrella Street. How do you say umbrella in Spanish? Paragas or Paragos is the proper way to say umbrella in Spanish. Am I reading that right? Ah, move out the way, bus, so that people can see where we're going. Can you see it yet? There's a little glimpse right there. And there it is. The reason why we came to Puerto Playa in the Dominican Republic to see Paseo de Dona Blanca. Now, of course, it's all pink, so we have to bring our Barbies and Kens here to take pictures, right? Let's get into the background of this magnificent location. According to this plaque here at the entrance of the Pink Street, the Paseo de Dona Blanca, affectionately known as the Pink Street, bursts in color just as a feast for the eyes. The Pink Street is a portal to the city's rich history and testament to an extraordinary woman. Who is that extraordinary woman, you ask? Why, none other than Dona Blanca, a visionary woman who played a pivotal role in shaping Puerto Plata's identity. More than just a name, Dona Blanca was Miss Bianca Franceschini de Ranieri, a pioneer of the city's fledgling tourism industry in the late 19th century. Along with her husband, Isandro Dona Blanca, they both saw the potential of Puerto Playa when it was just a sleepy coastal town. Their vision materialized in the form of a Hotel Europe, a first-class establishment renowned for its exquisite dining and world-famous wine cellar. That lounge is pictured there is actually a cigar bar, and the wine cellar is in tribute to Dona Blanca and her husband, Isidro. The building in which they established this hotel is a grand building, still standing today as a silent witness to their legacy. Dona Blanca's influence extended far beyond the walls of her hotel. She actively promoted Puerto Playa as a tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the globe. Her passion and entrepreneurial spirit left an undeniable mark on the city's development. The Pink Street inauguration was September 18, 2019. It is a modern day homage to this remarkable woman. If you ever find yourself in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, please come down to this place of wonder to snap photos, capture lifetime moments, and be inspired by Dona Blanca's story. Pause here to take a Photoshop picture of yourself here at Pink Street in the Dominican Republic. According to Dominican Soul, Pink Street is a reminder that behind every beautiful facade lies a story of resilience, vision, and passion for making a difference. Since Pink Street's grand opening to the public, Paseo de Dona Blanca has swiftly risen to become one of Puerto Plata's premier tourist destinations, captivating the hearts of visitors from around the globe. Surpassing expectations, it proudly holds the title of the second most visited site in Puerto Plata, drawing in crowds with its enchanting ambiance and picturesque surroundings. So, the next time you find yourself in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, venture beyond the beach, explore Pink Street. It's just not a pretty picture, it's a window into the heart and soul of this vibrant city. Pink Street is an enchanting, peak hued alleyway to a storied past inspired by the spirit of Dona de Blanca. Now, please enjoy the music from the Dominican Republic along with some photos of our visit to Pink Street. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you here next time on that Mama Bear Jenny Dolls.